touchdown number 7 of the year. And the Chiefs are going to take
offense.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in.
Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks.
Okay, whoever's up in...
It's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws it big, has to do the same thing.
4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown.
There we go.
Kansas City. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
If you didn't know, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10.
Oh, is it 3 yards? Yeah,
a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24-yard
line.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Chris Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Hardman on the return.
What about 50?
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Good.
He really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Chris Jones on the stop. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Hardman to return.
Oh, returning touchdown.
There he goes left side.
Let's go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Let's that one hand real quick. See if my boy Tyreek Hill still has it.
That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous.
It was one-handed still. He still caught it.
But I can't wait for a few
He's out of bounds.
Of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from
Hey, there you go. You've been smart this time.
Maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats
5 touchdowns this year.
may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down with backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Again? Really?
And there he goes again. Kansas City touchdown.
At the back.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one "A Have to Remember," wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one.
Hey, there we go.
Returns? Maybe they
one hand
not
catch.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense. They're going to move the ball downfield.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards the game there, another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Broncos, nothing.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. That catch good for only a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. This is the tight end fan. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Second and 10.
Now Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Conversion is successful.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but you identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end fan. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Kaepernick now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just said, well, my kicker's hurt in this one. No, okay.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's Kaepernick. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
Also, if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And take it right on the 30. And he's loose again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
at their own.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches.
No,
That'll be a first down.
I was going to play the rest of the game. But, like, I already got the bag in the game, so. I already got the game in the bag, so.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
I just submitted the rest of it.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, just feel like that.
Roadhouse. Hey,
you
that's
have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
Complete ACL tear. God damn, bro. 25 weeks, bro. Have fun with that. That sucks, bro. For real, it sucks. Okay, yo. Check what? No, okay. I just won't. Yeah, we were gonna win anyway. See, man, told me. I'm just gonna get shower.
Today.
get set to take over.
Six fast.
Mahomes now on first down. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes pass.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That
We'll
catch
do
good for only a couple. So we're
pass.
here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to take.
Okay, well.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Winning by 1 point at the moment.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now a Louisiana native is starring here by LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
2nd and 4 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th touchdown now.
I'm gonna play offense in the first 2 halves.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have
Nope,
the
we're not
football
play both for the second
at
half.
their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores you around the NFL. You and Jonathan coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Well, you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
It's a pickup.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
I didn't know or not.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incomplete. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So we reach half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
28. Saints 13.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now the throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. On 2nd down, Kamara.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for us.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 44. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Michael Thomas.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Kamara on the carry.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Breeze now on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Breeze. As he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze.
Breeze pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Pass that's taken in by Hill. Take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. They'll try the bootleg. And he's brought down.
And makes the score. Chiefs.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu there defensively to make the play.
Incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, Breeze again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
That'll be complete to Cook. Not much there, only a yard.
To Jared Cook. 1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Again, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Breeze.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays.
And that will be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Breeze going to go on fourth down. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Alvin Kamara.
The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
14-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Breeze. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
The onside kick is recovered by Kansas City.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Mahomes going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Hill. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that... Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.